Hello, dear friends, and welcome back to Voice of Wisdom. Reaching the age of 80 is far more than just adding another candle to the cake. It's a meaningful milestone that quietly reshapes the way you experience life. The changes don't arrive with noise or celebration, but with gentle, unspoken lessons that many never put into words. Feelings can grow richer and deeper. Time can take on a new rhythm, and each moment can carry a weight of meaning, sometimes filled with joy, other times touched with a tender ache. In today's video, we're exploring 9 heartfelt and sometimes challenging truths every senior should understand about aging and the reality of loneliness. This isn't meant to cause worry or sadness. It's an invitation to step into the years ahead with greater courage, clear understanding, and unshakable self-respect. When you see these truths for what they are, they won't weigh you down. Instead, they can reveal the quiet strength you've been building all along, the strength that helps you face each day with dignity, grace, and hope. Reality 1. Conversations start to disappear before people do. In your 80s, the first thing you lose isn't people. It's the everyday conversations you didn't realize meant so much. Friends get quieter. Children get busier. That neighbor who always waved stops opening the blinds. It's not always a death. Sometimes it's just distance, dementia, or distraction. You can be surrounded by family and still feel like the only one in the room who remembers what it felt like to matter in someone's day-to-day. That's the beginning of a quieter loneliness, one that creeps in not with grief, but with silence. And the remedy? You initiate. You send the message. You write the letter. Because conversation doesn't find you the way it used to. It's not easy, but it's a way to stay seen. Reality 2. Time speeds up while you slow down. In your 80s, something strange happens. Each day feels long, but the months rush by. Holidays blur together. Summers come and go like a blink. You remember events from decades ago clearer than what you had for breakfast. This isn't just aging. It's how the mind experiences time. When routines get quieter, you slow down, but life doesn't. And it can leave you feeling like you're being left behind by the very world you helped build. The trick? Create new rhythms. Add meaning to your mornings, a ritual to your afternoons. Take control of the clock by making each day intentional, because time will pass either way, but meaning must be made. Reality 3. You start grieving people who are still alive. One of the cruelest parts of aging is grieving people who haven't died, but who are no longer fully themselves. A spouse who forgets your name. A friend who stopped calling because they don't remember how. And you mourn silently because there's no funeral for the version of someone you once knew. You may feel guilty for feeling sad when they're technically still here, but this kind of grief is real and deserves space. Acknowledge it. Let yourself feel it. Then find small ways to love the version that remains. Because even when memory fades, love doesn't have to. Reality 4. The world talks around you, not to you. You've earned wisdom. You've survived things today's world couldn't imagine. And yet, people talk to your children instead of you. Waiters ignore you. The doctor explains things to someone else in the room like you're not even there. It's one of the most painful parts of aging invisibility. You haven't disappeared, but the world treats you like you have. The solution isn't to shout louder. It's to hold your ground. Speak clearly. Ask the question. Tell the story. Make eye contact, because your presence is still valuable. And when you use your voice, the world has no choice but to remember you're still here. Reality 5. Regret becomes heavier without a purpose. At 80, reflection is inevitable. You think about the missed opportunities, the harsh words, the paths not taken. That's normal. But when there's too much time and too little purpose, regret grows like mold in still water. You begin to dwell instead of reflect. And the key to escaping this spiral? A new purpose. It doesn't have to be grand. Mentor a younger neighbor. Read to children. Write your story down. Plant a garden. Pray with someone who's struggling. Purpose is what turns regret into wisdom. Reality 6. Your energy becomes a precious, limited currency. At 80, energy doesn't fade, it shifts. You still have it, but it doesn't stretch as far. And when it's gone, it's gone. You might feel strong in the morning and drained by noon. This isn't failure. This is natural. The trick is in the management. Choose what matters most. Protect your energy like a resource. Say no to things that drain you, and yes to things that restore you. because even a tired body can still live a fulfilling life when you spend your energy with intention. Reality 7. Asking for help feels like losing a battle. You've spent your life helping others, being the strong one, the provider, the solution, and now asking for help feels humiliating. Even if it's just reaching for something high or needing a ride to the doctor. But here's the truth. Most people won't say out loud, asking for help isn't weakness, it's wisdom. Because accepting support allows you to keep going further, longer, and safer. It's not about surrender, it's about strategy. Accepting help is how you preserve your independence, not lose it. Reality 8. Loneliness isn't always about being alone. You can live in a house full of people and still feel lonely, because loneliness at this age isn't about numbers, it's about understanding. It's about whether people really see you, listen to you, remember who you were, and still are. This kind of loneliness doesn't need visitors. It needs connection, meaningful, mutual, heart-level connection. So, how do you find that? Be honest. Say how you feel. Open up even when it's uncomfortable. Reach out to someone you haven't in years. Start a real conversation, not just a polite exchange. Connection isn't found, it's created. Reality 9. You begin to question your worth more than you ever did. This one's hard to say, but necessary. At 80, when your productivity slows and your body changes, a quiet fear can creep in. Am I still useful? Do I still matter? And the answer is yes, but you must believe it first. You're not measured by what you produce anymore. You're measured by what you embody. You carry stories, experiences, survival, love, grief, humor, failure, and triumph all in one soul. You're a living archive, and the value of that is beyond measure. Don't let a fast world define your worth. You've already proven it by making it this far. Final reflections. Entering your 80s is not the end of the story. It's a chapter rich with truth, clarity, and authenticity. With the passing years, the layers of expectation, pretense, and performance fall away. What's left is something pure, unshaken, and profoundly meaningful. Yes, there will be days touched by solitude or physical aches, but there are also moments of deep peace, quiet joy, and a wisdom that only decades of living can create. You have earned the right to be noticed, to rest without guilt, and to feel valued simply for being who you are. Your strength hasn't disappeared. It has transformed into a softer, steadier power. So keep speaking your truth, keep connecting with others, keep reflecting on what matters most, and never stop reaching out. The world still needs the light you carry now more than ever. If something in this message touched your heart, I'd love to hear from you. Share your reflections in the comments. Your story may be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. And if you're new here, I warmly invite you to subscribe to Voice of Wisdom, where we share honest conversations, gentle encouragement, and practical guidance for this meaningful stage of life. Don't forget to tap the notification bell so you'll know when new videos arrive. Thank you for spending this time with us. Until we meet again, walk gently, live fully, and always remember you matter more than you know.